At least somebody can heal me. They really want to get rid of this Bandle sneak 'em up. Okay, we leave it like this. We won't let them know the sneaky sneaks that we have. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel with an expedition video for you today. This was such a fun expedition. I want to get a few more of these videos out. So if you enjoy yourself at any point, why not consider hitting that subscribe button and like or follow, comment, all that nonsense. And also, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. If you want to catch the action live yourself over on Twitch, please feel free to head over there. As well as there's the Discord link and all links down below. So let's get in and see how this expedition went. Get Tahm Kench immediately. The problem is it requires drawing this. Like it requires number one that the second champion is Soraka, and it requires like basically drawing the which you get the Starspring. I mean, oh, god damn it. I would have taken Garen with Grand Plaza, but I don't feel like I take Garen with Grand Plaza and Voltahelia. I love this landmark, and I really hope that in the patch notes that they do in January, this card does not get forgotten, and that they buff this card so that the mana cost goes down, because I would actually love to see the mana go down on Voltahelia, just so that, like, it actually does have an interesting thing for a landmark, like an interesting thing, but it's too slow, and to throw that down on 5, the loss of tempo is too much. But I really hope that this, like, talking about this card, seeing it, I really hope they buff this card in January when they do buffs. But I would take Garen with Grand Plaza. I don't think I can take Garen with Grand Plaza and Volts. Which leaves me with Poppy, which I don't really want to take Poppy. I'm not gonna lie, I've just always seen Poppy as a little bit easy mode. But like, out of these choices, I might consider, like, for me, it's between Poppy and Tahm Kench for me in this one. And as somebody who goes more down a banter route, I'm seriously considering, I'm taking it. I'm taking the Tahm Kench. I've made my decisions. Tahm Kench with Taric. So Tahm Kench with Taric for those abilities to maybe like get the heals off of the gems. There's a sunburst in there that's a good removal. I could throw in Vi for a little bit of PNC, but I don't really want the PNC action, so Misfortune. Ooh, potentially Misfortune going down a 1-cost route. I could actually get on board with that, but part of me's feeling go with Taric. At least both champions are kind of supporting each other in a manner of speaking there, so I'm willing to take the Taric there. I'll take Wish and Fledgling. See, like, we could have gone down a 1-cost route that actually, if we would have taken the Misfortune with the thing, like, I actually seriously could have considered that. Okay, I'm going to take the Blessing of Taric. So, I want buff stuff that's actually legitimately going to be really nice for both champions. So, I'll take this. The Sparkle Fly getting, like, nerfed, not the best, but I still take it. Some good turn 1s here, actually. Good turn 1s, plus this turn 1 is kind of working with it. I want to take this. I'm taking this. I've made my decision. I had 2 really good 1-costs that I definitely probably should have gone for over this decision. But I'll take those. Zap Spray Fin to maybe be able to get out. I've actually got a, like, Guiding Touch. So Zap Spray Fin to maybe get me Guiding Touch. There's a one cost in the shock thing, Pull Shock, so I'll take it. Guiding Touch again with Grandpa for Overwhelm, but Sunburst, I'm like, for Tahm Kench, I feel like I've got to take all the Astral Protections I can. Plus there is Sunburst, and Sunburst is actually really good removal, so I'll take it. I'll take it and then regret all my decisions. That's always my plan. Take and regret. Out of all these, there is actually good removal potentially in here. But like gifts, the potential of maybe getting lifesteal or overwhelm when needed, especially with Taric. Like, I feel like I gotta take the gifts from beyond with the other support unit. I go down the steel route. I pop in a little tiny bit of steel into every deck that I make. 3rd Sunburst with a 3rd Astral Protection. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna take that. I feel like I take this. Turn 1, give myself a gem works really well, and I guess also the Spring Gifts does also work really well, so I will take this. Blessing of Taric with a nice 1 cost there. Crusty, like the old Boxtopus Pablo, 8-punch Pablo, could be considered. I could actually, you know what? I could actually take any of these and probably be quite happy with it. I'm going to take the Blessing of Taric or Blessing of Targon just because, like, that big buff of a +3/+3 at the right point might be the difference between life and death. Okay, could go wide on the board here or throw down chip. There's only one landmark. The main reason I take this is because of the star shaping more than the chip. Prepare for trouble and make it double. I'm gonna go for the star shaping. Fortune Croaker over Pole Shark. I take that just because at least it's a fleeting. I could take a second blessing. I could take a third Blessing of Targon over chip. But part of me is actually willing to go for the Fortune Croaker move. It's draw without having to worry about draw, because Pole Shark is kind of, there's that slight worry that the fleeting card you won't be able to play. So that's the reason why I make the decisions that I make. Oh, so oh god damn it, you know for a fact that Porobot's gonna have no chill. So we're against, it took us too long to find a match, so they throw us in against Porobot. And oh my god, like, is it, I know that Porobot's just not going to have any chill on me. I'm actually going to keep Astral Protection. What 2 costs have I got? It's actually worth keeping that for a Crescendum. I mean, Fortune Croaker's not the best. And Black Market Merchant's not the best. Like, Shade Stalker, I don't think that they come out. Like, Hired Gun. Maybe I keep you because I could potentially get Lifesteal. Lifesteal Overworld, that's the only reason I keep you. Chip! There he is! He always comes when needed. Now I just need my Starspring. Wait on my head. Okay. Now I just need to find my Starspring and then because the only one landmark in the entire deck to help Chip out. Okay. Hide Gun. Actually, I'm my top decks are actually potentially saving me here. Top decks just like helping me stabilize and be okay against the Porobot. Just I know that I've played games where Porobots had no chill. Okay. Throw down Mentor of the Stones. Gonna be... I tell myself, so I could throw down you here. I'm most likely going to lose Mentor of the Stones here to Draven. But I'm kind of okay with that, he says. I'm losing Chip as well. Maybe I actually should have thrown you over to the high guy. I'm making the most stupidest misplays here. This is the thing. Making the most terrible misplays here. I should have definitely dragged that over because I knew there was going to be the axe in hand. See, it's things, when this kind of stuff starts happening to you, that potentially the decision to take a big break for a long time might be the right thing. My mind has got too many other things going through it right now. Thinking about too many other things, and I am paying the cost for it massively. But it's okay, we've still got my boy Taric. And I can actually get Taric past this. Astral Protection. Save my man. Throw down this, throw down this. Not ideal, but I will accept. Loads of gems in hand. Actually, Sparklefly. Sparklefly with a bunch of gems could actually, of course. It's okay, though. I'm okay losing the little thingamajiggy. As long as Taric still lives. It's okay. Lots and lots of damage from the Porobot coming in here. Sparklefly, as I say, can give me some heals. I do have heals coming in from this. I need to ask myself, am I willing to take this damage here? Because I am going to be taking a lot. So let's say I got 16 health. Let's say that, I mean, correction, that's going to be even additional damage coming in from these. So if they grab Taric and put him on the very end, then I potentially have got they've got lethal on me. Which means that, I mean, actually, correction, I've got star scraping. Like, let's just calm down. But I do have axes, and you know for a fact it's going to be an axe into vision when I least expect it. Okay, yeah, but right now, that's a lot of damage that they are throwing at me. It's like, 8 damage. Like, I'm just thinking like overwhelm me as well as this. Actually, would star shaping even be able to help me here? Get me out of this? If they throw you on the end, I feel like it's a little bit too much damage. But are you really going to save my life here, Sparklefly? Probably not. Bit surprised they got rid of an axe, but to be fair, this is... I'm not in the goodest of ways. All I can do is try to maximize the heals. But I feel that Porobot is going to beat me here.
You are mine.
Okay. So... Okay, to begin with, I'm taking third... So, just looking at this right now. At the beginning, taking a lot of damage. I have to actually do that there, don't I? Because otherwise I lose. So, I have to throw this in here. I could actually, I guess, get rid of one of these, but I feel I lose. So, the only way that I live even slightly is with this block. It's not ideal. It's not the blocks that one wants to make. I've got terrible, terrible issues that I need to deal with, and Porobot is probably going to kill me. But okay. Let's think about this. I can at least level Taric. I need to hope that they make some very terrible misplays. So I could go into you, give myself some heals. Go into you to give myself heals. I could go for the stun as well, which actually might end up being the better move, but I'll take the heals. Throw down the gem to get... So number 1, level up Taric. Number 2, we're getting it so that he's got a little bit more attack, so that my heals can be a little bit more. Okay. Throw down you. Then I can protect you. You go up in damage. And hopefully give me some more heals. So, it's the only move that I really got. I do have a star shaping that will also give me things, but I've got to go like this. Have to. Give myself lovely, lovely heals. It's the overwhelm. It's the overwhelm on both units, which is the scary bit, as well as that. I mean, that's definitely not why I want to be top deck. Oh, Porobot, just have some chill, man. Just have some chill. Okay, Living Legends, because the other two require an additional fusion. Just have some chill, Porobot. Please. Think of my life. Yeah, I can still just get through this. It's a bit... Porobot, man! Just have some chill, please! Okay. So, I can do this and live on 1. Porobot, please, man. Go like this. I live on 1 health. It's okay, I love living on the edge. I mean, I'm gonna be going for Living Legends. Living Legends is like my only... my only shot of getting out of this alive. Come, Living Legends, come to me. Give me everything I need to survive. I mean, lifesteal's not bad, but I feel like I need to develop. I need to go wider on the board, so I need the sisters.
Daylight star.
You know for a fact it's gonna be a decimate or something. Oh, why are you being so aggressive to me, man? Why do you want me to die so much? I was going to say that they could trade off the lifesteal one, but they can't trade off the lifesteal one. It's fine. I think I might just be able to stabilize here, and I might be able to get back into the game, even though Porobot has gone very aggressive on me. I've still managed to stay in this. I've got to be able to beat the AI. Okay.
I've got you.
Throw you down. Oh. Okay, go for that cheeky full heal.
This will make you feel better.
Just so that they know what's going on here. Send a message to Porobot. I don't think there's anything that they could top deck. No! Tahm Kench, finally, we see you! We've not seen you in, like, years! Okay. Zenith Blade, top of Taric. Throw down on top of my lifesteal. Coming in hot. Actually, I'll leave you back. There's very little point in going forward with you, so throw this forward. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, yeah, again, if I would have still been on 1 health, oh, they could have acted in so many ways. Porobot's got 0 chill. Shadow to Porobot. Oh, it's Bandle with it as well. Bandle's got so many good moves. I'm gonna keep. God, why, Gomez? Why are you this man who decides to keep the black market merchant? Why did you even put him in the deck? I just love stealing. Is it too much for? I just love stealing cards. Please, it's quite clear. I've got a problem. Okay, you know for a fact that there's gonna now be, it's gonna be like the 1 cost deck whereby they're now gonna go forward and they're immediately gonna have the Taskmaster. Or not, okay. I was expecting Taskmaster, but no Taskmaster yet. But I wonder whether this is gonna be a 1, like what we got given when we got given Misfortune as an option. I wonder whether this opponent is gonna have that option, and then Nami to be able to buff up all these elusives as well. I'm gonna go forward immediately. I should probably consider Sparklefly. Just because Sparklefly will actually be able to help me out significantly. What did they just burn then? Oh, I mean, Yawling Arms with these. I mean, oh my god, they got a second Yawling Arms in hand. Is that why they don't care? Because it's just like, oh, for a price. Is that why they don't care? Because they're just like, oh, well, it doesn't really matter to me. I've got another Yawling Arms, so this is gonna be fine. Yawling Arms on elusives could just be, especially elusive with fearsome, could just be so devastating. I know that I could have waited and used this on top of Sparklefly. I realised this. Is it worthwhile just leaving you behind here? I could have sacrificed you into here. I could have also sacrificed the black market merchant. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna end up regretting this decision and wishing I would have played it on the Sparklefly. Although I can still give the Sparklefly Zenith Blade. Not really what I want to happen, but just because of the lifesteal overwhelm options there that could have saved my life, but it's okay. I was looking at the other thing, but the other thing would have been draw. I didn't really want to lose my heal draw. Okay. I'm gonna throw down the Sparklefly.
Sharp as my spear.
On the plus side, I might be able to get round the terrible problem which that could create for me. I've got several things. Several things that could get round the terrible problem. Okay, that's fine. On the plus, they were doing that because they wanted to go for like the it was out of 5 targets because that includes Nexus. It was out of 5 targets. Why is my mind not able to do simple mathematics to decide how, like, 20% chance of hitting the unit that they wanted to, which was this one? They just didn't want to give me the little owl bear or owl cat. It's okay, it's okay. I can heal you. I can make you better than you were before. Better, stronger, faster. Me. Okay. I feel like I wait. So they grab. Oh, I was actually expecting them to grab on Scout. Honestly, was expecting them to grab on Scout. Okay. Gonna go into this. And I want to get. I feel like I want to get the one down who's got impact. And I could use this. But I mean, Guiding Touch only gets you out of this. Actually, by 2. So they would need 2 damage. I think that's if I could Astral. I'm going to go with this first. Keep the mana for Astral Protection. Just in case. So keep the mana for Astral. And then if they throw down buffs or such, I know that I can get you through. But I was actually expecting them to go forward with the Scout grab you. And then go forward again so that they knew that they were getting rid of this. Just going to bank mana. Oh, all the heals! All the heals for me! I actually just want to go with increasing the damage of the Sparklefly right now. I mean, it's okay. Could be worse. I'm telling myself I've got this. I can tell myself that if they've got another Make It Rain, I don't mind forcing them to use another Make It Rain. Oh, there's the Nami. How close? I mean, ooh. Oh no, not great, mother! Okay.
Need a hand with the star?
The great mother is coming. All I know is that at least I've got somebody who can heal me. That's the only positive I have here. Is a knowledge that at least somebody can heal me. They really want to get rid of this Bandle City Commander. Okay, we leave it like this. We won't let them know the sneaky sneaks that we have. I've got so many different ways of healing you. Oh, the Pyro Sled. Okay, not good because obviously it's creating another unit as well. But I can tell myself I've got multiple ways of healing you. forcing them to take a 5. Oh no, okay. I was gonna say maybe we was gonna force them into a 5 attack unit there. Throw down. I mean, I definitely want to block you, so I'm thinking throw down guarding in front of you. such a stupid move. Okay, throw down you here, throw down you here. Just gonna go for the straight up astral protection on top of this elusive. I should have probably gone for a star shaping. I'm at that point now where star shaping might actually be able to find me lethal solutions. But it's just too funny to keep the stolen Bandle Gunner. Bear in mind, the Bandle Commander. It's the stolen Bandle Commander that we took ages ago, and we've been causing them issues and problems ever since from stealing it. Now, admittedly, they have leveled up Nami now, which is never the best thing I want to be seeing, but
Don't worry.
it's okay.
I am here.
I spoke your name.
I'm thinking to myself, is there anything that I want? Taric is somewhat susceptible here.
Lucky you.
Obviously not 100% susceptible because he will have tough. Oh, shut up to my opponent! Really, I was going to say that he's going to have tough, so he's going to actually be able to survive the damage which should be coming into him. I've got the wish, so I've got a full-on heal if he were to take that damage. I've still got the heal coming in from the Sparkle Fly. There's the Bandle Gunner that they have to that they have to stop. We know that they've got a bunch of elusives and things. So I'm going to keep hired gun. I mean, I did not need to get rid of that for that. I'm going to be honest. I was looking for a little bit more early game. I wanted to keep one to know that I had the Sejuani in check. That's it. Okay. My plus side is in there. If they throw down, what's their face? I can always throw down hired gun, so I'm okay with this. The little elusive 2-1. I can wait. I've got no major lunching appointment that I need to make sure that I make. None of my moves I massively want to make right now. I want to see if they've got Caitlyn or one of those elusives, so I can consider the hired gun. I could throw down Taric. I mean, this has become a massive game of passing now. Pass the parcel. Who will fall first? Yeah, I'm willing to get out of their attack. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. If we're gonna play the massive pass the parcel game, I kind of want to throw down Taric. I want the idea of knowing I've got Taric on the board now. Although he's got nobody else to buff. My boy's got no one to buff. A couple of shrooms in my deck. Oh, he's quite a devastating man, isn't he? Gotta wait. So they could go for an immediate open here. I would expect an immediate open. Obviously, if they've got those elusives, yes, I go for the immediate open. I've not got any of my good heal moves right now that I kind of have to take this. If I had an Astral Protection, I could have waited. But when you don't have the Astral Protection, you kind of got to go the long way around. So there's... if only. I mean, I could technically... what's his facing down, right? I could technically... I've got a load of these in hand. So Intel, I want to throw as many spells and problems into me as possible, like all these shrooms. So I've got to go for this and try to get rid of the Puffcat Peddler. There could be a number of other spells they can very quickly throw down, yeah, so making sure they're killing my... Oh, he's such a good unit to support! Okay. Want to be shutting down the shrooms as much as I can. I've got a lot of draw in my deck, so shrooms would not be the best for me. Throw down the elusive. At least I fight. So that there is an astral protection, but the astral protection might come too late. Yeah, dealing with you is not ideal. I do have the heals that can help, but it's not ideal. Thinking to myself, if only I could play both of these two units, I'd be massively happy. So I could throw down the astral protection. Is it too weird? Is it too weird to consider that move? Just so that we get rid of this. Yeah, I feel like I've got to go for that. I'm willing to accept this dying, because it's not doing too much for me. It gives me a bunch of gems. We heal up. They've got to go for an, like, I say they've got to go for an immediate opening. They've got Sejuani. They might consider throwing down Sejuani. So I'm thinking to myself, like, Sunburst on top of this, if I can. Like, I've also got the option for Astral Protection on top of Taric to save Taric's life. Leaves me with 4 mana. There is also an additional heal there. It's just whether or not, it depends on if we see Sejuani or not. Pass! Just pass! Okay. We can still see Caitlyn, but obviously Caitlyn's less of a problem than Sejuani. They can no longer throw down Sejuani. There could be a Thermo Beam, but I'm willing to accept the consequences. Actually, question, can I? Actually, no, I can't level him. There could be a Thermo Beam, but I'm willing to accept the consequences of a Thermo Beam. So, get rid of the Overwhelm. Big boy Overwhelm. Gonna say, because Thermo Beam would just do 7, which even my Guiding Touch, I'd be able to get up to 7, but I wouldn't be able to beat 7. So, Thermo Beam, like, could come for me. I want to keep as much health as possible, because I know that their deck runs a lot of puff caps, so I want to make sure keeping my options open. Go for the immediate, so I'm thinking to myself, like, can I actually level Taric? Because I can throw down a couple of gems on top of him. I don't think, and then he'll give a gem to you. Trying to work out whether or not I could theoretically level Taric this turn. I don't think so. I mean, depending on obviously what I top deck, I might be able to. Because he only needs to see additional 5 more. So I could level him. Okay. It gets me out of Sunburst territory, which is quite problematic. Because I would like to be in Sunburst, like, for what's-her-face. Then 6 will be going on to the other one. So I can level him this turn. But if I do that, I put myself out of a Sunburst move, which I could use to be able to stop Sejuani, but I need to tell myself, like, am I okay with doing that? So he gets the level up. At least I've got multiple copies of Taric in the deck, so if he somehow dies, at least he lives before he dies. So I will accept this. Maining Kindred Nasus was how I got to master. Okay, so maybe Kindred do play. Maybe people do play Kindred more than I think. Maybe that's just my bad. Okay. See, do you remember when I said that I need Zenith Blade? I need Zenith Blade! Okay, so I can throw down... There's Caitlyn, which potentially, depending on how we top deck, they might actually be able to level her. Oh, not Howling! Okay, damn, this is... Now we go into the hands of the gods of Howling Abyss right now, because you never know what the hell's gonna come at you. I can at least eat Caitlyn. The only problem is that it counts as a strike, so if Caitlyn would have leveled up, like, this would have still struck... This still would have struck an odd. Okay, so I can silence him. That's something I could do. I could go for the silence on top of Hecarim. I could also technically heal up Kench and eat Hecarim. The Overwhelm could be eaten by Taric. Like, theoretically, I can eat that damage, the overwhelm, from you. I need to hope I top deck a Wish. Wish might actually legitimately be able to save my life. Now, I've got the flash bombs going in from this. But yeah, I could even throw down you in order to, like, take this damage if I really wanted to. I mean, I'm going to obviously throw you down to take some of the damage from the ephemerals because, like, heals. But yeah, I need to top deck Wish. Wish would actually really help me out. Of course they make him elusive. As I said, technically you can still, like, you don't live through this, but you can still be a blocker that's going to absorb a lot of that damage.
No further.
I guess we force Taric into the rest of it. So it's those ambushes. They're too good. And I could use the Sunblast to deal, because I guess he is making more and more problems for me. I want the Astral Protection to be the one that goes between both of them. So I'm almost feeling like I throw this into Taric now, give him Overwhelm. I know that I could have given both of them Overwhelm, but I'm going to be giving Tahm Kench Invincible next turn anyway. So, gives me significant heal. Go for the Astral Protection. Immediately go forward, because then that means whatever they develop... Okay. Could even actually consider Blessing here instead of Astral Protection. But I guess Astral Protection will help this landmark, like, significantly. So... gotta consider that. Give my boy all the heals he needs. Can eat. The thing is, it's now my issue is my opponent going wide. My opponent going wide is the legitimate issue. So I could consider the Blessing. Go for Blessing just so that we're killing Hecarim. Because that means whatever they play. Oh, Yugi boy. Okay. So I can eat him. It depends on what the next champion is. I can eat Hecarim.
Coming through, solving crime.
I feel like I've got to, right? I don't know what the next champ is. Like, and obviously they could still have Sejuani, who will be leveled up now. But I feel like I've just got to eat Hecarim while... of course it'd be... I mean, actually, I wouldn't be able to do anything with Sivir. I wouldn't have been able to do anything with Sivir. The only problem is if they've got another ambush. Because if they've got another ambush, I can't get round if they throw that down, make elusive, then make the whole board elusive. I've got no counterplay to that, sadly. I can eat you just so that you're not summoning another unit. I could technically throw you out, but I feel like I go for the eats. Go for the eat. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. I guess I could have gone for the Sunburst and then eat them, because it depends. It depends on who else they've got. But you know there's going to be the ambush move now. Ambush, elusive, everyone becomes elusive. I can't do anything about it. I can heal myself a little bit and hope I get a second heal move, but it's very doubtful. You never know, though. I could go for it. It's the idea is there's Sunburst, there's Guiding Touch. It's quite a tight game. Like, I don't know where this is going to go. This is where the problem is. How good are you? You're still years away. Could also draw myself into Puff Caps and Shrooms. And, Flash Bombs. Literally, I feel like it's all about whether or not they've got Ambush in hand. So they can decide where potentially Kench? Decide where Kench goes, or decide... Okay, they want to decide where Taric goes. I can't... I mean, yeah, again, there is still the option for the Image Geek. So I can get rid of you, or I could pop the Spell Shield for Tahm Kench next turn. I feel like I've got to get rid of this unit. It's helping out this, but at the same point it's another unit which I could, I guess, defend this way. but I don't know, part of me's telling me to do this. I probably actually no, I'm gonna throw down you. I'll throw down you to block. But as I said, ambush I can't do anything about. Okay, this one do some damage into Taric. They haven't got the ability to like hush or anything, so that's fine. I 100% accept. I 100% accept that. Okay. I mean, could be a buff. This could be a huge woos. For all I know, this could be a big elaborate woos. But we can kill Sivir. Wait, because I can heal, but obviously he heals himself. Okay, we now immediately go forward. Now immediately go forward, just because that way he gets invincible. So many bombs. Yeah. I'm going to immediately go forward. They're Shen emoting, but is this Shen emote in terms of, like, have they got a way round that I'm not aware of? Potentially there is a way round here that I'm just not seeing. I'm telling myself I'm keeping Sunburst as an option. And I've also got Acquired Taste, which he can... Like, Tahm Kench can eat anyone and it's fine. I wish I had another one of my things. Okay. I'm gonna go for eating Sejuani.
It's too late now.
They do have these shrooms, which they could actually get me to the point, because they do have most wanted, so they can make me draw. So potentially I'm gonna just die to shroom damage here. There's nothing I can do about it. I can heal my core, but... Actually, wait, did they just do that to themselves? I feel like the better move there would have been for them to do that onto my core, because that way it would have forced me into drawing. There's a lot of shrooms there that me drawing, what is it, 3 or 4, like 3 cards there, would have been quite bad for me. Okay, gonna do the damage in here. I know that draw is probably not what I should be going for. Of course, I was hoping that I was going to get that to do onto this and that the damage was going to go elsewhere. Of course it doesn't. Okay. It's so close and yet so far away. So I can heal for 2. I basically need Astral Protection. And, no, Wish might be enough. I mean, Wish now should be enough, right? Because we're... So Wish would be enough to get me past this. It's whether or not they've got the damage or ways of forcing me to draw into my shrooms. Because technically, this is a heal, but it's not a good heal for me because it's forcing me to draw. So, it's all going to be, how many more Puff Cat things? What champions have they gotten off of this? If we can get them through all of those things, we might be able to win this game. But we're far from the end. I mean, yeah, so it depends on if they've got stuff which makes me draw. If they've got stuff which makes me draw, I'm potentially fooked. Puff Cat Peddler. Do I go for eating the Peddler now? eat Peddler. We could throw down Blessing of Targon if they go for like a Mystic Shot, or get excited and then go for Wish, or do I just go straight for Wish first? I feel like I don't chance it. I feel like I'm chancing it if I go for the Acquired Taste first. So, go for the Wish, which means that the landmark does... So, if they've not got landmark removal, which they could do, they could have. I mean, let's face it, P&Z does have landmark removal that could be legitimately problematic for me. I mean, you're saying Shenamo. I've still got a draw. It happens at the end of the turn. No, it is at the end of the turn. So as long as we live through this turn and they don't draw like with the what's his face. Okay, we can eat her. We can eat her. Actually, crap. No, it doesn't matter. Actually, no. Wait. How many did we take this turn? I can't even remember how many we took. 3. Okay, so we'd go down to. I mean, fuck. I've got this. I was gonna say because this still counts as a strike, so she would still strike me. So. Oh no, let's just get rid of her. Get rid of her. Shut her out, buddy boo. Really well played. Shut her down. Shut her down. And then, yeah, GG's. Well done, Starspring! Actually, potentially just winning me a game here when all was in a terrible. We do that, which is the draw, just to send them. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not that ballsy to go with. Well, let's see how many shrooms I would have got. Share that night. I mean, oh, this is not. I mean, I've already lost. This game is done. I can already tell you this game is done because, like, Poppy with this Bandle City, and they've got some which get P&Z, so they've got like a good things potentially for Lux. Like Mini Morph already with Lux is good. Plus they've got Poppy. I can already sense that this game is done because although I have Taric, Mini Morph is a thing. Just, I guess I've just got to believe in hope and all will be well. I'm willing to take 4 damage, he says. So I can throw down the Stellar Corn. The only plus side is I do have Sunburst to deal with Poppy or Lux. Like I do have a Sunburst to deal with them. That's the only thing I could say. Well, if Poppy drops right now, haha, Sunburst. But oh no. Okay, so they're gonna be getting rid of you. I could throw down my boy Taric.
I'm ready to shine.
I mean, they're gonna be getting rid of my lifesteal because it makes too much sense. And they even grab Taric as well because they want to be forcing in as much damage as they can through Stone Stacker. I lose my lifesteal. I guess I could have. Actually, no, I couldn't have because you wouldn't have been Blessing of Targon because obviously you would have been. You would have been Blessing. So potentially Lux could drop this turn. I'm willing to pass to see if Lux drops. That's still something I can kill with Sunburst, but that might just be a woos. I might just have to throw you down. As much as me wants to try to steal their really good moves. Oh, of course, single combat. I can actually just get you past, but the sad part of that is that that's like I could have healed core. I could have healed core with that is what the point is. Okay, so I do still have Astral Protection. And I do still have Blessing. I'm not I'm not in a good way. I'm gonna have to throw you down. Speaks for itself. I'm gonna have to throw you down purely as a blocker, although, like, yet again, you just get taken. It's not looking good for me, because the fact that they've been able to consistently get this damage in on me, and there's been nothing I can do. I do have the potential of a heal move later on, but we are talking much later on down the line than what I need it to be. Okay. So, I could throw you down. Actually, I'm going to throw Fortune Croaker. No fortune, stupid! Mostly because of the Blessing of Taric or Targon move. Ah, the mini-morph! I said the mini-morph would be devastating to see. Okay.
Beauty and life.
I'm willing to... I guess, so I could... Yeah. I'll go like this.
Never submit.
Just because I want to get a support off. So that he has at least support. The only problem is I'm now allowing the 6 cost spells where this could be problematic for me. But I'm gonna tell myself, don't worry, there's no good plus 6 cost spell, right? They've totally just got Shadow Flare there. They wouldn't pick anything else. Oh my god, Poros! Okay. A lot of Poro snacks. Beep beep boop beep and overwhelm Poro. Beep beep boop beep beep boop boop boop. Okay, so at the moment I can keep both those options open. They leave it. I'm okay with not like using that mana immediately. Okay. This is where Lux is gonna drop. I'm gonna regret everything. But I know this is when Lux is gonna drop. Because obviously I could give myself but I could give myself lifesteal and cards like this. If I just pass back to start this thing. Lux actually does get the burst speedness with that, so yep, so sadly I cannot. Okay, right, so if they had Lux, I feel like they would have played her before they played that move. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. So I can throw down Taric again. But yeah, I'm going to tell myself if they were going to play Lux, they would have played her before that. Although they might have been playing around Sunburst. Okay. So I could give myself the lifesteal. I might be being a bit... Actually, correction, I can still give myself the lifesteal right now. Now... This might end up being a terrible, terrible misplay. But I'm going to go for this. Give myself lifesteal. I can give you additional damage through Mentor. Because it's all I have. There's gonna, oh my god, there's going to be so many spells. There's going to be so many spells that I'm going to regret. Celestial Power. There's gonna be so many spells, but on the plus side, I get to get some of my health back. Plus, if they kill you, that's fine. I'm fine with them killing Mentor of the Stones, because them killing Mentor of the Stones at least means that I get these gems, which means that I can help level my boy.
Every gem you bestow
Okay.
reflects the beauty of
I just want another blocker. That's the whole reason I do that, is for another blocker. So I've got a lot of heal out of that, but depends. It's the Lux. I'm keeping you back for the Lux. The second that the Lux comes down, I was popping. Oh, I've kind of got to kill. I've kind of got to kill you, haven't I? I can't really let that live. But at the same point, I can't let her live. Okay. Do I want to go for trying to level Taric up first before, so I can throw down these and then go for the 6 damage without the silence? What punishes me for doing that? Sharp sight with a back-to-back? I just want, because I know that I've got another Taric in hand, I kind of want to try to buff him beforehand. Just so that at least he levels. He levels and I know that I've got enough one of him in hand. I know that I lose the silence function. Which the silence function might end up being significant losing it. And obviously this would have been very lovely to use against Lux. But I'm thinking sort of like back-to-back and... a true Feliolian welcome! Barrier. You know, but no, what I'm trying to say is this silences. This actually would get round barrier. Like, if they were to have thrown down a Lux, and we use this on Daybreak... Actually, no, you're right. I guess barrier to get rid of it. Barrier to save Poppy's life. Sorry, that was my bad. That was my bad there in terms of catching up as to what could have stopped them being. You're absolutely right. Barrier could have stopped... Oh, my God. That's a big boy. Big boy Poro. That I can do very little about. All I can do is, I guess... Actually, I'll do it. Actually, no, we'll throw this in the way just so it's a little bit of an additional stat. So, my only issue is I've got no way of dealing with what to face if they throw down Lux now. I've got no massively good way of dealing with Lux. They could have another mini-morph. And they could have a return to deck card that they've already used. They've already used one of these. So, they could have another one. Yep, Concerted Strike. Can I get... I can get round this, right? Because it's going to be going down to this. If I throw down Astral Protection, he does just get round this. Only just, but he does get round it. It would require another concerted, which they don't have. So close to his death. There's the Lux! And I said, I've got no way of dealing with her. I've literally got no way of dealing with her. So I'm doing this to keep Taric alive. It's not ideal. I guess I could throw this on top of you as well, just so that you're doing additional overwhelm damage.
Never submit.
I've got a big problem coming in from the fluffy Poro.
Never back down from what you
Yeah, but I
believe.
can't do anything about Lux. And if they've got enough good spells, Ranger's Resolve. Just, I mean, just to send a message, I guess. It's because they wanted this Poro to have more health. I need to help you, boy. I can heal you. The question is, can I heal you enough? I've got 4 sunbursts in the deck. Where are my sunbursts? Okay.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
A deal in coins and carnage.
Just so that I can decide where the Poro goes. They can buff the Poro as well. It's whether or not they can get enough spells. Oh no, that is the level up. Oh no. Okay. So,
I've been hiding my life.
I would be lying if I said that all is well. All is right in the world right now. Because all is not right in the world. I'm hoping that they go for trying to kill Taric. Ah, you fool! Nobody kills Taric! So, we do this because it's the only move I have.
By the light.
And I can't use both of these. There's a lot of damage coming my way. A lot of damage coming my way. And I can't really get round it.
Time to get my hands dirty.
I feel that no matter what, death is basically coming for me. Because I really want to be dealing with what's her face, but I'm not going to be able to deal with her. I've already got the impact coming in from this anyway.
Protector, shield.
So yeah,
Not my first gunfight.
It's time to
yeah,
shine.
I'm taking too much damage that even if I consider this, yeah, I can't. Because I'm thinking to myself about throwing down Blessing on top of this, but there's literally no way. If I throw down Blessing on top of you, if I switch these around, I get to live. Not well, but I do get to live. And hope that I find... I don't know what I'd find as being solutions, because let's face it. Is that just enough to get me down to 1? To get me down to 1. Okay. Not enough for me to actually get through. I'm definitely dead. I'm definitely dead. I said that this was going to be the end of me. This deck looks too good with every sense of value and everything. Shed a vote to my opponent. There's literally no way of coming back into this. Especially... Oh, okay, that's just... Impact for all, plus giving the other one 2 impact, because they're giving you plus 2 impact, you're giving yourself impact again. So, I would be dead to the impact, let alone the spell coming up list. This at least means that I can survive. I can survive the final spark. Oh no. I tried. Shenamo to my opponent with the Purified there. Yep, nothing I could do. Shenamo. It's a shame because actually was looking to be an okay deck, but sadly the deck He was just not good enough. 4 wins, I can accept that. It was okay. It was a lot better than the first run. From Flash of Brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.